Good morning. This is Dr. Fado Galanders, Root Brand Ambassador. How are you? Good morning. Coming on live to give you some updates for this week. So I'm trying to do weekly Zooms, and I know you probably have Zoom fatigue. So do I. But I feel led to provide Zooms that are not cutesy. These are Zooms that are timely, informative, and on the offense of health. I have always spoken for the average human. What do I mean by the average human? The one that's working every day, showing up every day, and who has dreams and haven't achieved those dreams for one reason or another. They're dealing with financial issues, they're dealing with health issues, um, whatever circumstance is holding them back. They are the average human. And I'm one of them, right? I live in a very modest home. I live in a very modest city. I don't live in a very affluent area. Um, my husband and I, we live on a tight budget. We have dreams that we want to achieve too. And, we can't always afford everything, right? We can't afford, constantly or consistently, I should say, purchasing from a farmer, local farmer, or grass fed, or, pure and 100% organic and, locally and all these things. Our lives are very busy. And so I'm thankful that I work with a company that actually has a formulation for people like me and for people like you, where you can adapt it. It's safe, cost effective, and will actually have an impact on your family lineage. This week's Zoom, my intention was to talk about definitions. There's a lot of new definitions that you need to be aware of and learn and kind of start leaning into. And if you want to know more about those definitions, you need to follow me. But I need to pivot this week. That this week's Zoom will be about this. Some major decisions happened with this organization this week, and I think you need to be made aware of it. Again, we're on offense. We don't live in fear. Fear, I have been living in fear for a long time, and I didn't even realize it until the last 3 weeks. And God has been showing me that I've been living in fear and not trusting Him. I never thought that. I thought I've always trusted God. And I think in many ways I have. But do I really trust Him? So I have been giving up the way I show up on social media. My to-do list, and taking each day based on His marching orders for me. So like I said, this week my plan was to talk about definitions, really important definitions. They'll probably have to be next week. But this week we're going to talk about this. To be informed with it, and how do you place yourself and your family on the offense dealing with this? I get to work with a formulator that deals with remediation. Do you know what remediation means? It means to have a remedy. Do you feel that our bodies need a remedy? Do you feel that our earth needs a remedy? Do you feel that our lineage needs a remedy from all of the genetic snips that we've been carrying over from one generation to the next? Do you feel that our food needs a remedy? I do. And we have solutions for that. I'm hoping to bring to interview. He's a really nice guy, and he knows everything about what I just posted. Oops. I'm hoping to bring this guy to interview. So I'm going to get a hold of him today. I've spoken to him before. He knows everything about this situation and what happened this past week. You can also go to this Substack. She's a personal friend of mine. Okay. They both have a Substack. She is very informative and gives a lot of summary and written articles. So you don't want to miss this week's Zoom. And like with every Zoom, I need you to register. It comes with bonuses. The bonuses are you get to have coaching with me for free. You get to be part of a Facebook group that's a plethora of educational information. And anyone who purchases a product as a Root Prime subscriber, you'll get 10% immediately in your wallet. It is free to register as a Root Prime subscriber. And after I talk about this, you're going to want to purchase at least one particular product that I'll be talking about this week. I'm not here to sell. I don't have time. I literally don't have time. This morning I was reading about fear. And, fear of man is a snare. It snares you. Our fear needs to be to him reverent fear, not shaking in your boots fear, but reverent fear. And with that reverent fear comes love. He said, I have to watch what I say because I've been getting censored. He said, I've given you three things: power, a sound mind, and love. But the greatest of the three is love. The highest frequency there is. And I work with a formulator that has filled her products with love. She has been trained and taught and used her training with physics. And she fills these products with loving intentions. That's a very big deal. I don't know if I'll have time to talk about that this week because this week, this is primary. Come on my 4 p.m. Eastern time this Thursday. I try to do 2 separate hours, but I have a major event this weekend, and I have a guest coming Thursday night who will be at this event and at this vendor table. And so I want to support her. I want to support this company because I'm also tied to that company. It's a very good company. And I want to help them and be there of support for them. So this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern, register for my Zoom. You need to DM me. You need to register for it. Okay. And hopefully we'll have this guy come on. Okay. And he can give us some more information. I'm going to contact him today. And maybe even the one who wrote this Substack, I'll have her come on as well. I try to keep these Zooms to 30 minutes. There's a possibility it might go to an hour, depending on the conversation and the interaction of those that are involved and want to ask questions. Now is the time to be on the offense of your health, not on the defense. 4 years ago, when I learned what was happening and how to be equipped to stand strong against it, my phone would not stop ringing. Everyone was in panic, total panic mode. I don't want you to be in panic mode this time. Don't be in panic mode. Panic mode is unhealing. It is confusing. It puts you in a place of stuck, a place of helplessness, panic attacks, and overwhelm. And your brain cannot function in that capacity. I want you to be prepared, empowered, filled with love, and ready. All right. Have a great day. My Zoom is this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. You need to register for it. I'll be getting a flyer out shortly, and hopefully I'll have 2 people on there that I can interview, and they can give us even more information. Read their Substacks. That's what I'll be doing, and studying their Substacks to be ready for you on Thursday. All right, and with some solutions. Have a great day. God bless you. His love is more powerful than anything. And his love is in you, so you can give out to others. Remember, the greatest of 3 is love.